Imagine sitting in a lonely diner at 2 a.m. when a stranger walks in, looks straight at you, and whispers, "Don't drive home tonight." Hours later, the exact road you usually take is covered in twisted wreckage from a massive accident. But here's the catch. When investigators checked, they discovered that man didn't seem to exist. No name, no trace, not even a shadow on camera. This is the chilling, true account of the diner stranger, and the mystery that still haunts an entire town. Tonight, we're unraveling one of the most bizarre and unsettling true stories ever told. It's a story that begins in the 1970s, an era of disco balls, rotary phones, and late-night diners buzzing under neon lights. But this isn't about fashion or music, it's about a woman named Sarah, an ordinary waitress who came face-to-face with something, or someone, that changed her life forever. And as you'll see, this wasn't just a one-time event. Similar encounters kept happening in different places, to different people, and the deeper you dig, the stranger it gets. It's the summer of 1978, small-town America. The kind of place where everybody knows everybody, and the local diner is the heart of the community. Sarah, 27 years old, works the graveyard shift. The pay isn't great, but she doesn't mind. She likes the quiet. On this particular night, things are slow. A few truckers sip coffee, a young couple shares fries in the corner booth, and the jukebox hums softly with Fleetwood Mac. Everything feels routine, until the door swings open. A man steps inside. He doesn't look like anyone Sarah recognizes, and in a small town that's unusual. He's tall, wearing a dark coat even though it's the middle of summer, and his eyes seem fixed on something far away. He takes a seat at the counter directly across from Sarah. She asks the usual question, "Coffee?" He nods. She pours. But here's the thing, he never touches it. He just sits, staring into the steam. Minutes pass. The atmosphere changes. The chatter dies down. Even the jukebox seems quieter. Sarah feels her pulse quicken, though she doesn't know why. Then, without warning, he leans forward. His voice is low, steady, and unsettling. "Don't drive home tonight. Something bad will happen." Sarah freezes. He places a single dollar under the cup and walks out. No explanation, no goodbye, just gone. Sarah is shaken but tries to brush it off. Maybe he was just some weirdo messing around. Still, the words echo in her head. She decides to listen, just in case, and waits longer than usual before driving home. Hours later, as dawn breaks, she hears the news. There's been a catastrophic accident on Route 9, the exact road she always takes. 2 trucks collided, causing a pileup of nearly 20 cars. The scene is chaos. Dozens injured, several killed. If she had left at her normal time, she would have been right there. The timing is too precise to ignore. Sarah can't shake the thought. That stranger may have just saved her life. But here's where things spiral from strange to downright chilling. When police investigate, they try to track the man down. The diner had a basic security camera, grainy black and white film that captured every customer. Except this time. During the entire window when Sarah swears he sat there, the tape shows nothing. No man in a dark coat, no one speaking to her at the counter, just empty space. It's as if he wasn't there at all. The local sheriff interviews everyone who was in the diner that night. The truckers say they saw Sarah serving someone, but they can't describe him clearly. The couple in the corner remembers the jukebox cutting out, but nothing more. Sarah insists she didn't imagine it. Weeks go by, but the questions only multiply. Then comes the next twist. Another waitress, 40 miles away, reports the exact same encounter. Late at night, a man in a dark coat, same warning, same vanishing act. And yes, the road she normally took home was blocked later that night by a freak accident. 2 women, same story, same ghostly man, same outcome. So what's going on here? Was it just coincidence? A man with bizarre intuition? Or something far stranger? Some people believe these encounters were the work of a guardian angel, protecting people from tragedy. Others whisper about time travelers, suggesting the stranger had seen the future and was trying to alter it. And then there's the darker theory that he wasn't saving lives at all but choosing who lived and who didn't. For Sarah, life never went back to normal. She became obsessed with finding out who or what this man was. She scoured old newspapers looking for patterns, and she found them. Reports dating back to the 1950s mention similar warnings. Always late at night, always in diners, always before deadly accidents. The descriptions were never identical, but there was one constant: the coat. Dark, heavy, out of place for the season. The more Sarah researched, the more convinced she became that she was part of something much bigger than herself. And she wasn't alone. A small group of people who claimed to have had similar encounters started writing letters to her. Yes, actual letters. This was the 70s. They all described the same unease, the same warning, the same vanishing figure, but the trail always went cold. No names, no identities, just shadows. And here's the strangest part yet. In 1982, a man traveling through Kansas reported the same thing. Diner, warning, vanished stranger. He ignored it, laughed it off, and died in a crash later that same night. So now the question becomes, was the stranger saving lives or testing people, rewarding those who listened, punishing those who didn't? And if he was real, why has no one seen him in decades? To this day, the story of the diner stranger is told in whispers. Some skeptics dismiss it as urban legend, spread through word of mouth until details blurred. But Sarah swore, until the day she died, that it really happened. She kept the dollar bill he left behind, pressed in a photo album. Here's the kicker. That bill had no fingerprints, none. Even forensic testing years later came back blank. A piece of currency, touched by nobody, or by someone who shouldn't exist. So what do you think? Was Sarah visited by a guardian angel, a time traveler, a ghost? Or maybe, was it all an elaborate illusion of memory and fear? The truth is, nobody knows. But the diner stranger remains one of the most chilling, unexplained cases in small-town history. If you've ever had a moment where a stranger's words changed your life, or saved it, share your story in the comments below. I'll be featuring the wildest ones in the next video. And if you want more mind-bending, true stories that'll keep you up at night, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because trust me, this isn't the only mystery out there waiting to be told.